Um, a few voices in my head. A woman voice just talked about saving lives. What can be done to save our lives? What can be done to save other people's lives? First of all, to save my life, be productive, be proactive, and be prognostic and productive, and probably be more lenient and more objective to what is there instead of what is not. Um, in the Pacific, a lot of us need help. A lot of us need voices to speak out. A lot of us need voices to speak into countries to explain to them once you get to that point where you're saved and you know where your voices come from and you know what happens to your voices and you know what you're supposed to be doing, then you just pave the way forward to how we are like later from now, like a prognosis. You don't really tie in onto what happened in the past to determine what you'll be, because that is not who we are and not whom we serve. Um, it's no obvious substantiated practice that we are not allowed to be saved. To help others survive in the Pacific, there needs to be more funding to help them save their lives if they're staying home, if they're not able to work to have a production or a practice to do work. Um, and also, the currency that we have is not objective and not liable to allow us to do more practices. And I mean by practices is trying to create more advisory practices to help others save lives, to advocate that mental health is not actually an issue, but an issue among people who do not know what it is. And some people know you're gifted, but they don't care what you did, just care what they can do to themselves to help themselves grow instead. Um, there are a lot of things to be done. Right now, ESP is out there. 2,295 million know about about the productions and practices of as parapsychology now. We just need to have more people out there to have professionals, the professionals, defense forces, being more proactive in the investigations for ESP. Um, ESP was coined in the 1800s. Was never pursued because not much info about it. ESP then came out in 1900s, and now it's becoming more outgoing and more outbursts, more outgrowths now because we are now at the stage in life that we are more advanced in technology, where we can advance more growth, more practices of how to investigate what clairvoyancy is, clairaudience is, and how to help more people. Um, they say voices were around long before the satellites. Yes, that's true because all of those people were telepathic. They were natural resources, natural humans that could hear people from afar. That's why it's not many people who can hear compared to the main population. Right now, 2.9% of the country's populations can hear voices from afar, telepathic, telegmatic. 209 out of 508 are psychics. 309 can actually correspond to spirits and aliens. Um, People will ask, why would UFOs choose us instead of normal people? That's because we are descendants of UFOs. We are descendants of UFOs to come. And they ask, why would UFOs not visit anyone else? Savanted as do not allow UFOs attached to people who are bad. Because UFOs are loving, caring, empathic people, humanoids that and creatures that do not really allow anything else but goodness to come out instead. I am an advocate of the Hearing Voices movement. I do not care what I went through. I do not care what people stigmatize. I just care about what people are going through and how to help them save their lives.